Hey Scorpio, welcome to your past, present, future reading. We're going to start with a rune. I'm just learning them, so we'll just pick one rune and then I'll read the meaning to that. So, thought this would be a cool way to get started. What do we have for Scorpio? And actually, this is the second try to this video, so let's see how it goes. Okay, so we get this one here. Is it focusing? All right, so let's read what it says about that. Okay, so this one is called Laguz. I could be saying it wrong. And its meaning is water. It's talking about intuition, higher realms, clairvoyance, emotions, collective unconscious. So it can be related to the high priestess or the queen of cups or both. So it says the meaning water is associated with emotions, love, and the flow of life. The rune is a symbol of initiation, perhaps due to the ritual of child naming during the Viking Age. A newborn was held by its father and named. The father sprinkling water on the child as a symbol of welcome. In a rune cast, Laguz can reveal you are about to experience a new lease of life and perhaps to be initiated into something new. As a rune of water and psychic ability, Laguz evokes Frigga, wife of Odin and goddess of fertility. Frigga was named or famed for her clairvoyant ability and shamanic wisdom. She knew the fates of all men and gods, but chose to keep this knowledge secret. Overall, Laguz advises you not to stagnate or hesitate. Immerse yourself in the present, connect with the undercurrent of intuition, and follow it freely. Nice. Okay. So I'll just set that right over here, and let's get started with your reading. Spirit, what card represents the past for Scorpio? Okay, and we get the Five of Swords. Spirit, what represents the present for Scorpio? And we have the Ace of Swords. And what represents the future for Scorpio? And we have the Master of Secrets, which is the Magician. Okay. Okay, so the Five of Swords in the past. This is talking about struggles and conflicts. It could be talking about, kind of picking your battles and recognizing that even though you may have victories, is it bringing fulfillment? Like, the traditional depiction shows somebody that is victorious, but looking back at what kind of the battle caused, what kind of havoc did that victory really bring? Did it bring fulfillment? Is it, is it something that now has propelled you forward? And Five of Swords can also really talk about that conflict within the mind of not necessarily having stable thoughts, just not tons of confusion, but more like just not quite settling on how, you really perceive things. So I'm not sure how that picture relates to that, because this is the Mystical Dream Tarot, and sometimes It's very abstract. But so the Ace of Swords is, about getting that mental clarity, about being, you know, taking a step in a new direction with clarity, with understanding of exactly what you're getting yourself into, right? But it can represent some challenges in a new start. So the way this is depicting it, it is showing like this sword is what cracked open the this serpent to be released in a sense. But I feel like in this situation, this serpent is desire. This serpent is could be spiritual. The serpent is definitely related to, you know, chakras. So this could be about clearing some chakras, some spiritual movement forward. And we'll get clarity on these. So the future holds the magician, and this is about recognizing your own internal power, your own divinity, about being able to create the path that you desire, create or manifest the type of love that you desire, the material things that you desire, and being able to utilize all of the resources that you have available to you within and, from spirit and the universe. So let's get some clarity. Why is the Five of Swords here for Scorpio? And we have the Hermit. Could be that you're dealing with a Virgo. But the Hermit is meditation. It's about, that time of solitude and being able to see things clearly. So I feel like what Spirit is saying is that your thoughts may have, up to this point, before this clarity came along, they may have been scattered. There may have been a need to do that that introspection in order to find that internal wisdom to guide you forward. So why is the Ace of Swords here? This is the point of clarity that you are presently in. Why is the Ace of Swords here for Scorpio? And we have the Seven of Cups. Yeah, so this was a time of confusion, of not really understanding what were viable options for you. This is about recognizing the difference between fantasy and reality. Sometimes it's about not being able to do that, but because it's clarifying the Ace of Swords, I feel like it's really going to be about things becoming clear, illusions being dropped in a sense, and being able to move forward on your path to your highest good, and knowing that you have the resources within you and can manipulate the outside resources that you have available to move forward. Why is the Master of Secrets here for Scorpio? Okay, and we get the Emperor. So this is all about taking control of your own life, being, having that discipline and structure. And, it's like almost the opposite of this card, in my opinion. It's like being very clear on your intention and not allowing your mind to be a barrier for you. You are connected with your intuition. You know what you want. You have the desire. You're going to make this happen, right? So that is what's coming through. Let's get a spirit messages to give you further guidance. Spirit, what is the guidance for Scorpio? What is the guidance for Scorpio? We have choices. When you accept responsibility for your life and the choices you make, you begin to tap into the power of your own spirit. You'll be able to listen to and appreciate the intuitive wisdom that's inside you and apply it positively and constructively to your outside world. Exactly what I was saying. All right, Scorpio, you have those choices. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. And remember that the universe has your back, and so do I. Take care.